I think English teacher is absolutely hilarious. How did this role find you of Grant?
You know, yeah, that's, how did it find me? How did I find it? You audition for things, you know? I've been living up in Canada, uh, and so I'm auditioning less because the work in Canada is just sort of that it comes to me. But this I had to do a little dance for it, but it happened so fast. Usually you put yourself on tape and then you don't hear from anybody. But with English teacher, with Brian and Jonathan and all those lovely folks, I heard back in a day. It's like, yeah, they want to make a deal. I go, what? Are you kidding me? I just sent it out. So I think when people, operate at the same frequency, they just that's exactly what happens, and they enjoyed this guy, they enjoyed that guy, and I think because I am that guy anyway, so. They recognize Grant immediately in me. Yeah, that happens so fast. It's so lovely. Yeah.
Well, I should have congratulated you first on your retirement in 2035. Um,
I think that may be reflected in my life too. I think of it. It's just like, you know
thinking,
what? I just want to do plays. I just want to go back and do plays.
but you're so good at
Oh, thanks.
comedy, and this is
Thanks.
just a perfect outlet for all of you. Every single character is just absolutely remarkably, perfectly chosen for their roles.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
all of your interactions. You seem like this is a family of
Yeah.
teachers and faculty. Everyone
Yeah.
together is just so
I call it a
perfect.
jazz ensemble. We're more like a jazz ensemble. Everybody's in harmony with everybody, but we go off and we just like, everybody's getting their little solos in there and they're riffing and everybody, it really does feel like a jazz ensemble. That's what it feels like.
Well, we start things off on a bang this season between Angels in America or COVID in America. And I thought that was, as you and I were talking about a little bit earlier, um, maybe a more controversial
Yeah.
step into this
Yeah.
season. But so many people are just finding it.
I mean, the student accommodations, people take that personally and stuff because I know it's a real issue. People don't learn at the same rate, and we do need to accommodate, but we were just sort of making fun of it and like having fun with it.
I mean,
You know, that's all.
how many accommodations did you guys make for Chelsea in the end? And I love that Brian says, did she pull the allergy trick on you yet? And like
Yeah, yeah,
Gwen's like ignores that completely, and you still continue to accommodate her. She's like, I need an EpiPen, and we're like,
yeah,
for what? Like my sister
yeah.
and I are watching, we're like,
And
for
Grant and
what?
Grant and Grant is that guy from another time. We're just like, what they're manipulating us. They're absolutely manipulating us.
But Gwen doesn't want to hear it. She needs to like
No, she
jump
doesn't want
through
to hear it. No,
hoops.
no, no, no.
It's
Just
so good.
so good.
And season one, I think all of the episodes were great, but this season I think you've outdone yourself, especially visiting Grant's house.
That was
Um,
great. That was
that
great.
was absolute. First
That
of
was
all,
great.
are you fluent in Italian?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't get to practice as much as I'd like to. Both my parents are passed. My uncle is passed, so I would get a lot of practice with them. I go back to Italy occasionally, but by the time I catch up to their level, I have to leave again. So, you know
Mm.
what I mean? It's like, yeah, without practice, you sort of lose it. But yeah,
Did they did they
yeah.
write that little speech for you where you're speaking in
They
Italian?
did. Stephanie is just she I've never felt so appreciated on a show like this. And Stephanie, she's front and center with just unabashed, just like, I appreciate, I'm gonna write this for you, and I want you to speak Italian, and I want you to do this, and I want you to do that. She's like, they're all, but she wrote that episode, and she wrote it especially because she knew I spoke Italian, and yeah, yeah, that's great. It's all great.
how much episode is fully written and how much allows for improv?
It's all fully written. We have wonderful scripts, but Brian is committed to just making anything better in the moment, you know? Every scene we do gets tweaked or experimented or improvised, or we spend a lot of time on those scenes. And what's remarkable to me is that sometimes it's such a mess that I wonder, how are they going to cut this? Because there's so much gold and it's so chaotic sometimes. They do. He does every time, every time. Just remarkable, remarkable.
Some of my favorite episodes this week, as I mentioned, this season, excuse me, were, the one in Grant's home, and certainly when you guys are competing to try to get the the Blue Ribbon Award. Are there particular episodes that hold a special place in your heart?
um, I mean, it's easy to say Grant's party holds a special place, and I haven't seen the last four episodes. But I know that last one where um, Rick and Grant sort of have that moment where he wants him to be vice principal. That was like, did you see that episode yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Neither have I. But I think it's the last. It might be the last episode, episode 10. But that was lovely because Carmen and I got to, yeah, we've
Yeah,
been bonding all year, but that episode it sort of culminated into the moment of what we had established all year. So I'm gonna look forward to that episode.
yeah. I mean, all season Evan has been alluding to like, why are they spending so
Yeah,
much time together?
yeah.
Is
Oh,
this
and
a
I gave it
real or
away. I totally gave it away.
we'll hold it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
all of it has been
He's
alluding to,
grooming. He's being groomed. He's being groomed. Being groomed. Rick's being groomed.
and I think Evan probably is going to resent that.
They probably did. They probably do. The same way Gwen resented that Evan got a car to Dick's Sporting Goods.
That's very true. I mean, she
And
wanted, what
she
did she
never
go
got
buy there?
she
Nothing.
never got a gift card. Never got a gift card.
She said, like, what are you going to buy? Nothing. Like, I want
Yeah,
to camp here. You don't need camping. Like, what?
yeah. I just want to go. I just want it. No, that's wonderful to be
Say,
on that show. I hope we come back. I don't know yet.
my fingers crossed so hard.
Oh, well done.
But every time Jen Lyon is on your screen, there is laugh tears that come out of my eyes. Certainly, um,
Yeah.
this episode this season might have outdone it even more. And I think, though, when she's there, she just next levels all of you. Talk about working with her and those episodes.
Well, we've come to recognize and love that character. We love Linda, right? She was introduced in the very first episode as a very conservative, uptight mom and head of the PTA. And then when you meet her, you kind of go, and you're not disappointed. And then to recognize a character come back, and you're already a step ahead of everybody else. So, but what's wonderful about and what I admire about her is the integrity she has as an actor. She's a New York stage extraordinaire. You know what I mean? She's a she does everything, and she comes from that place, that groundedness, that warrants attention and warrants respect. She's great. She's got her own show. She's got her own show,
It's
and
every
so she's pretty great. She's pretty great.
how much pickleball got through season, or
You
did
know what?
I
They
loved
were a
when the
little worried. They
court
were a
just
little worried because I just gotten a hip replacement a month earlier, and there I was playing pickleball, so they were a little worried for me. But I hit the ball back pretty well, pretty good.
worried when he fell through the
The what?
at the cover of the when he had covered over the pool and
Yeah, yeah,
Carmen falls
yeah,
through
yeah,
nonetheless.
yeah.
Those are some of my just insanely perfect comedy moments. All of you are just so good at this. Um, I have to circle back though to the dinner at your house. And is there a particular scene when you were filming that where it was most hard to keep it together and not just giggle laugh?
That's the funny part, you know. There's never a moment when there's the guilty laughter, you can't suppress it. That doesn't usually happen on our show. It's just an appreciation of what's funny. And we laugh in the moment and we move on. We all live in that comedy cloud. So we're all waiting to laugh. And Brian's the best at it. Brian just doesn't hide. If he thinks it's funny, he's just like and his laughter encourages us to just keep playing. But it's never fits of laughter that stop us from moving forward. We're all professional and we just keep moving. The train keeps moving. You know.
Brian just seems like an outstanding individual when it comes to crafting the series and being a part of it. Talk about when he's playing double duty as Evan
He's
and as sometimes he's director.
Yeah, he's just generous. He's kind and he's generous. And the only ego he would have is the best kind of ego of wanting the whole show to be great. Not him, not anybody in particular. It's about the show. It's really about taking care of the baby and nurturing it and really making it as best as he sees fit. But the generosity, he leads with generosity. He's absolutely allows people their space and their feedback and the collaborative energy that happens on that set is because of him, you know.
This show is so special. Do people continue just to reach out to you and tell you what a gem it is?
It's still new, Jamie. It's still new. I think people in the industry, I say people who are associated with what we do are savvy to it and appreciate it. Sort of like the people in the industry loved Veronica Mars, and there was a select few of the fans that really recognized it. But writers and directors and actors, they really understand what we're doing and they appreciate it. Critics, they love a show like this. I hope it gets a broader audience, just like a real audience. It's like it's great to get the attention from your peers, but I, I I can't wait till it just becomes more mainstream and more and more people hear about it
Um,
because it doesn't pull punches. It contributes to the conversation. You know, it can be controversial. It's not for the weak-hearted sometimes. It's
It's perfect satire on
you know
so
what I
much
mean?
that's going
I
on.
want people to see it that way. I want people to see it that we're creating a show that really doesn't take sides. We're making fun of everybody. We're making fun of everybody and the political situation. Sometimes it's not always, we don't politicize every episode. Sometimes it's just about, these relationships and how different everybody is and the love they have for each other. It always comes back to that. These are just 5 or 6 weird people, well, five primarily, but that just love each other and will support each other. And it's just like, how do they get along? Well, it doesn't really matter. They just do. You know.
It's such a special show. Have you been busy working on anything else recently?
Yeah, I'm doing a police procedural up here in Canada called Allegiance for the CBC, and
Okay.
we're filming our third season now. In between that and English teacher, it's been a busy 2.5 years. Yeah, it's been great.
You just are so good in this series. Everyone, as I said, plays their part immensely well on this show.
Yeah.
Certainly, each one of you has to be so proud of this little. I mean, it's perfect because it airs completely on Hulu and it airs also on FX, so I get double it. And
Yeah.
anytime
Yeah.
I'm online, I'm always, finding little clips of it through FX. They sharing it and promoting it. And
They're really great at promoting it. I mean, I was in LA a few weeks ago and the billboards are everywhere.
yes, they are.
They're just
Um,
everywhere.
and Brian is a one-man band himself with
Yes,
those
he is.
funny TikToks that all he
He's great. He's great.
does he try to pull you guys into any of that while he's
Oh
filmed?
man. I mean, I think it's so spontaneous for him. He's not going to waste time calling anybody to get this done. He's just going to start taking his shirt off and start dancing.
Dancing.
You know what I mean? It's just like I feel inspired now. I'm going to do something, which is his brilliance. He can't hold back.
Oh, well, this is such a special show for every single one of you. The comedic moments just hit, and the powerful moments of contrast that actually mirror probably what's happening in our school systems. I mean, my mom's a
Yeah.
retired teacher, and
Yes.
she luckily got
She loved it.
got to retire before
Good.
any of COVID in America hit, or any of where it was like you
Right.
need all those hoops you have to jump through to make every single thing, for the kids perfect. And, for the school board too, where you have to jump through those hoops for teachers too to
Hmm.
make sure. And I love that the only thing that you guys couldn't get that ribbon was because you didn't have an ice rink. And I think that's what like poor teachers have to and school systems have to deal with these days is if you want that special accreditation, if you want that extra notch of love from everything, you have to go above and insanely beyond. And I think that's so poignant, as I said, with our schools these days. And I think English teacher is just exceptional, exceptional on all fronts.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you.